oh my God, I'm the creator of my life. And all of a sudden, the next day, your belief in what's possible grows dramatically. There's an invisible field of energy that exists beyond this relative space and time. I think when you get to a point where you realize that no healthcare plan, no government, no religion is going to take care of you, then who is going to take care of you? And the answer is you, right? My interest is to give people the tools and the understanding that they could heal their body, that they could create a better life for themselves, that they could overcome past traumas and scars that were created even as early as childhood that tend to be unconscious programs that keep them repeating the same, scenarios in their life, to teach people how to induce mystical experiences so that it changes the frame of the way they look at reality. And so what an amazing time in history to be alive, because consciousness is awareness, and awareness is paying attention, and paying attention is noticing. So if a person lives a life, as an example, and is diagnosed with a health condition, what they're conscious of is just a certain number based on the past, based on tradition, based on what's worked for normal or natural. But what happens when that person has done the chemotherapy, has done the surgery, has done the radiation, has done the vegan diet, has done the gluten-free diet, has done the ketogenic diet, has done all the things, all the exercise, and they still have the same health condition? It begs the question, if our personality creates our personal reality, and our personality is made up of how we think, how we act, and how we feel, then the present personality who's listening to this podcast has created the present personal reality called their life. Not their ex, not their parents, not their culture. They create their life. So the fundamental question is, if I want to change my life, then that means that I have to change, or nothing changes in my life until I change, right? So the person who's done all these treatments and still faced with a health condition, this is just an example, all of a sudden says, there's got to be another way. They all believe that there was some intelligence that was giving them life, and they all believe that somehow, whatever you want to call that, intelligence, they had to take time to begin to make contact with it. That you no longer have to consciously think about it. It becomes unconscious. So then 95% of who we are is those unconscious programs. So then becoming conscious of your unconscious self, or how many times do we have to forget and go unconscious till we stop forgetting and start remembering? That means the person who's blaming and complaining and feeling sorry for themselves and judging others, for the most part, that's a program. And meditation is a great way to teach people how to slow their brain waves down. And just like anything else, it's a skill. The more you practice, the better you get at it. And if you can slow your brain waves down into this right creative state, then you can rewrite a program. Then you can install a new track. You can rehearse a new way of being, right? Now, everything that's in this three-dimensional reality gives us the illusion of separation. I'm here and you're there, and there's space and time between us. So the way we function in three-dimensional reality is, if I'm aware that I'm sitting here and I want to walk to the other side of the room, to the door over there, I become aware that I'm here, but I'm separate from that other point of awareness over there. And the way I get from here to there is I have to do something. So in this plane of demonstration, I got to move through space. I got to move my body through space. And when I move through space, it takes time. So time is a function of moving through space, one point of consciousness to another point of consciousness. The thought of me being here and the experience of me being there takes time. Cause and effect. So I'm separate from my future, just like I'm separate from something else. And so then the only way that I can get to that future is I got to do a lot of things. I got to work hard. I got to fill out applications. I got to talk to the right people. I got to go on interviews. And this is how we function in three-dimensional reality. Everything we want is going to take time and energy, right? Because really, we're matter trying to change matter. And if you're matter trying to change matter, it's just going to take time. And when it doesn't work, and you get angry and frustrated and impatient, try to manipulate outcomes. We fight for outcomes. We compete for outcomes because we're matter trying to change matter. Now, learn the skills, make the right choices, make the right sacrifices, and meet the right people. And in time, you may get that job. Nothing wrong with that. That's how we create in this three-dimensional world. There's an invisible field of energy that exists beyond this relative space and time. What we learned in our research is that if you teach people how to take their attention off of everything physical and material, everything known, there comes a moment where the brain begins to switch and we put our attention, instead of on matter, we put our attention on energy. And the quantum field is an invisible field of energy, of frequency, that's filled, fertile with possibility and information. This invisible field of energy connects everything physical and material. In fact, most people, when they study matter, they see matter as emitting a field. But according to the quantum, it's not matter that's emitting the field. It's actually the field that's slowing down in frequency and creating matter. When a person can create the right type of energy, the right type of frequency from the field, and there's a vibrational match between their energy and whatever they want in their life, all of a sudden they start drawing experiences to them, to a possibility in your life. Now, in the quantum, every thought has a frequency. So when a person has the thought of their new job and they can feel the frequency of that thought, it wouldn't be lack, it wouldn't be separation, it wouldn't be frustration. The frequency of the thought of a new job would create the feeling of euphoria, excitement, bliss, gratitude. And thoughts tend to be electric in the quantum field, and feelings tend to be magnetic. And now we teach people how to create a Wi-Fi signal when they connect to the field, and they literally change their energy. The thought being the electrical charge, the feeling being the magnetic charge, and how you think and how you feel is broadcasting energy. And now you have this Wi-Fi signal, and when there's a vibrational match, or you've synchronized your energy to synchronicity, those serendipities, those coincidences, those synchronicities, those opportunities start coming to you. Now, what's the cool part about that? It seems like there's a shortening of time between the thought of what you want and the experience of what you want, between cause and effect. When we create from the field instead of from matter, if we get really good at it, then the feedback that we experience in our life is letting us know that we're doing something correctly. And when you start getting the phone call or the email or the introduction to somebody, and you scratch your head and you go, oh my God, I'm the creator of my life. And all of a sudden, the next day, your belief in what's possible grows dramatically. So when you sit down to do it the next time, you get better at it. And all of a sudden, more synchronicities start to happen. And so the side effect of it is, and this is what I'm proud of in our community, is that people do the work. They don't do it because they have to do it. They do it because they don't want the magic to end.